Hey guys, welcome to Film World. Today I'm going to explain a romantic drama film called After We Fell from 2021. Turn on subtitles and spoilers ahead. The movie starts with a flashback in which Tessa's mother Carol kicked her dad Richard out of the house because he was an alcoholic and got fired from his job. A young Tessa tries to stop her father from going away, but he had left the house nevertheless. In the present, Tessa and Hardin bring Richard home after meeting him on the streets. He is happy to be reunited with his daughter and happily chats with her at the dinner table, saying that she's a good cook just like her mother. He says that he tried to call her and send her gifts, but he guesses that her mother never told her about that. Later, Hardin talks separately with Richard and offers him money, saying he knows he is here for this, so he will not let him hurt Tessa, but Richard says that he doesn't want any money as he is here to just have a good relationship with his daughter. He says to Hardin that he knows that Hardin has no reason to trust him, but he should give him a chance. Tessa goes to the park with Landon, Hardin's stepbrother, and he asks her about her plans to settle in Seattle. Hardin arrives listening to the last part of their conversation and says that it seems like Landon knows more about her than him. When Landon goes away, he asks Tessa when is she supposed to move away. She says in a week and tells him that she didn't know if he will be back or not, so she didn't tell him. Tessa says that it is a great opportunity for her and she was hoping he will come with her, but Hardin says that he wanted to go to London with her and wanted to tell her, but it doesn't matter now. Tessa says that they will continue this discussion some other time and she has to go to the class. When Hardin comes back home, he calls his mother Trish, who asks her about Tessa's plan and says Vance told her that. Hardin gets angrier, saying that everyone knows about the things except him. Later, he goes to a club with Richard where they get into a fight with a man who passes rude comments about Tessa after seeing the picture they were sharing between them. Tessa receives a call from the bartender and comes to pick them up. Later at night, Hardin says sorry to her as she is mad at them and tells her that they get into a fight because the man was passing comments about her. The next morning, Richard talks to her and says that as she is moving, he will also leave the house. She tries to stop him, but he already has a ride, so will not stay. Tessa gives him her number, asking him to not disappear on her again. After Richard goes away, Hardin and Tessa get into another argument when Hardin says if she is sending him away the next. She says that moving to Seattle is her dream and it will be great if he will come with her, but Hardin says that he cannot live a flashy life and he doesn't have anything in Seattle except her, which is not enough. This makes Tessa angry and she says that it's his problem and he cannot stop her. She later goes to Vance Publishing where Kimberly offers him to live with them when they move to Seattle. She found through Kimberly that Vance offered a job to Hardin in Seattle and it can be whatever he wants, but Hardin refused. She later confronts Hardin about the job and he says that he didn't want the job and he was not aware at the time that she also moving there. They decide that they need to communicate more to make this relationship work. Tessa and Hardin go to spend a weekend at the lake house with Hardin's father, his stepmother, and his stepbrother. They have a fun time there and Hardin communicates more with his stepfamily. Tessa talks to Landon and says that she is having second thoughts about moving away, but he says that she should follow her dreams and that if Hardin loves her, he will find a way to be with her. Later at night, they go out for a dinner at a restaurant where Hardin meets his old friend Lillian and seems to have a great bond with her that made Tessa a little jealous. Hardin goes to sit with his friend while they all prepare to order at their table. A waiter named Robert comes to take their order and seems to pay extra attention to Tessa while she reciprocates his advances. Hardin comes back to his family's table to stop them from flirting. Back at the late house, everyone is out somewhere, leaving Tessa and Hardin alone. They spend some steamy time in the hot tub and after that Hardin asks her if she is moving to Seattle for Trevor and if she ever had any feelings for him. Tessa says that she felt something for him at a moment. Hardin storms away after hearing that and when Tessa tries to contact him, he says that he is out with Lillian. Tessa also decides to go out. She meets Robert, who offers her to come with him as they are staying after hours at a hotel. Robert and Tessa are talking casually when Hardin shows up there with Lillian. Lillian says to Tessa that she heard about her moving and it's great that she is moving to Seattle. During their talk, Tessa finds that Lillian is a lesbian and already has a girlfriend. She is surprised to hear that, so when Hardin says that they should go, she refuses. She goes out of the hotel with Robert and says sorry to him for leading him on. He gives her number, saying that just in case she wanted to contact her when she will be in the city. When Tessa comes back home, she finds Hardin packing. Hardin is angry after he found Robert's number in Tessa's belongings and says that even though Tessa claims to think of him as a friend, he knows that the waiter had other intentions. When Tessa asks him if it is about her moving away, he comes on to him saying that she got a job because Vance favors her. Tessa gets furious and says that she will not leave the job for him, and they leave the lake house early after their argument. In the city, Hardin meets Vance, who tells him that he didn't give any favor to Tessa and she got a job on her own because she is very talented. When Hardin comes back home, Tessa has already left for Seattle. He finds her journal in the thing she left behind, and in that she had described all the pain she got from her relationship with Hardin. Tessa starts her regular work life in Seattle, and after not contacting Hardin for several days, she finally calls him. She first cuts the call after hearing a woman's voice behind him, but he instantly calls her back saying that it's her training instructor and he had joined boxing classes to take his anger out somewhere other than humans. They reconcile after that and continue calling each other regularly. Tessa sits with Kimberly and Vance at night for a talk where they tell her that they are expecting a baby. Back at home, Hardin dreams about Tessa cheating on him with Robert. The dream makes him very uncomfortable, so he decides to visit Seattle. Tessa is surprised and very happy by his sudden visit. After saying hello to everyone, they both go to Tessa's room to put Hardin's bag, where he gives her journal back and says that he didn't mean to read it but he couldn't control himself. He says that he read about her hurt she felt and is very sorry that she suffered because of him. Tessa says that she didn't want him to read that, but Hardin says that he is sorry and he hates himself for what he had done. They kiss softly, but Hardin remembers his dream and pulls back quickly, saying that they shouldn't keep Kimberly and Vance waiting for them. At dinner, Tessa talks about her fears of their relationship falling apart with Kimberly, who tells her that relationships are complicated, but she is sure Tessa and Hardin will make it work. Tessa wakes up in the middle of the night and finds the other side of the bed empty. She goes to look for Hardin and finds him in the gym, boxing. She asks him if she did something wrong because he barely talked with her the whole time. Finally, giving in, Hardin tells her about the dream and says that he couldn't get it out of his head. He says that he keeps thinking that she should be with someone else as it will be easy for her. Tessa reassures him that she doesn't want to be with anyone else except him, so he shouldn't worry about that. In the morning, at the breakfast table, Hardin receives a call from his mother, and when he goes to attend to it, Kimberly tells Tessa that his mother is getting married. Later, when she asks Hardin about it, saying that if he doesn't want to take her with him, then she's okay with that. He says that he's not planning to go and that if he went, he will take her with him. He promises her that he will think about it. Hardin leaves Seattle, and when he goes back home, he finds Richard there beaten up. He tells Hardin that he owes money to some people and they had beaten him. Hardin gives Richard his watch, asking him to sell it to pay his debt. In Seattle, Tessa goes to the hospital to take medicine for birth control, but the doctor says that she doesn't need this because she has some problems with her cervix and will not be able to conceive. Hardin goes to his father and talks about transferring to Seattle. His father says that he has only 2 months till graduation, so he should wait that time and let his father to be a part of his achievement. He agrees with his father and then tells him about his mother's wedding. His father says that she will be happy as Mike, whom she is marrying, is a nice guy. Hardin then goes back to Seattle to attend the event Vance is holding and tells Tessa that he is planning to move there. Later, he talks with Vance, who asks him why he is not attending his mother's wedding. Hardin says that he doesn't want to take Tessa with her there and drag her into his old life. Vance says that she never makes him bad about his past, so he should trust Tessa. Vance says that a wedding is a special moment in everyone's life, so he should be a part of his mother's moment. Hardin and Tessa go to a wedding where Tessa quickly gets along with Trish while Hardin remains distant. At night, Hardin couldn't sleep and go out to drink water, where he finds his mother having sex with Vance. He gets furious and punches Vance repeatedly till Tessa drags her away. Trish gets married the next day while Kimberly talks with Tessa and tells her that she knows about Vance cheating on her, but she cannot stay mad at him because she loves him. Meanwhile, Hardin goes to a bar with Vance where they discuss the previous night's event, and Vance tells him that he is his real father. Kimberly also tells this news to Tessa. Hardin storms out of there and Tessa goes to find him. They meet in the middle of the road where they hug and kiss each other passionately. To watch more explanations of these kind of movies, click on the videos on your screen, and don't forget to let me know how you feel about today's video in the comments down below. And at last, thanks for watching.